Okay, so I was rejected by Delta. I did not get a CJO. Cry, cry, cry. I was very sad, very disappointed. But after, some time passed and I grieved not receiving a CJO, and I kind of reflected on the experience I had, it kind of hit me that I've been rejected a lot, y'all. I've been rejected starting, from maybe certain social dynamics, starting from a very young age, from even teachers that would just pick me out of the class to take out their frustrations on, or just being like, maybe singled out, pushed out of a job. And, I've auditioned and been rejected to be an NFL cheerleader. I've auditioned to be a model and been rejected. I've auditioned to be a waitress and that darn near didn't work out. And I've applied to different colleges, my dream colleges, where I was rejected, and none of that seemed to work out. And, it just kind of dawned on me that I've been through this experience of being rejected so much to the point where I'm like, okay, where do I go from here? If I keep getting the message that maybe I need to just stop and give up, stop trying to audition, stop trying to interview, stop trying to become a part of a community where I would feel like I belong. Maybe I should just stop. Like, what would happen if I actually took the time out to stop? I never thought that I had the option to give up, to stop trying, to just stop. Because I've always kept going. Even when I got to be a personal fitness trainer, I thought I would love it. I didn't like it. And, it wasn't really everything I thought it would be. And I just wasn't feeling it. And, that was a rejection from me, of me not being a fit for the career. And it's been like that my whole life. I just never felt like, yes, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, or yes, this is the company or the community that I align with and feel like this could be my forever home. I just never have felt that. And I'm getting to the realization that maybe I'm never going to feel that. Maybe it's not for me. Maybe I'm supposed to create my own corporation, to create my own vibe, to create my own community, because I keep trying to outsource my energy, outsource my income to a company or corporation or a community or a certification, or to finally feel like I've arrived, or I made it, or I make a bunch of money now, which I never got to. And so I'm like, maybe I should just give up. And when I think about that, it feels so freeing to my soul, to my emotions, to not be on the wave of a roller coaster of looking for validation from a job or a community or a source of income, to just give up, to just stop. Like, what am I going to do? Just keep on living the rest of my life, auditioning, interviewing, hoping that I get accepted, outsourcing my income to a corporation, to a person that I'll never meet, who is the head of it. I'm like, that's no way to live. And doing the same thing and getting the same results is insanity. I've realized that I do stand out from a crowd. I do realize that, I am very perceptive to being singled out and rejected. I don't really understand the reason why, but I'm not here to talk about the why. I don't really care about the why. It is what it is. And I have to be real with myself going forward in my life to realize that I need to do something different. And it makes me think that maybe me even auditioning or interviewing for different jobs, especially as a flight attendant where I'd be traveling, maybe it was a way of me experiencing escapism from the path I was on, the path that may lead to something really big that I was maybe shying away from. And so, I don't know, being a flight attendant is amazing. Like, I would drop everything. If I had got a CJO, I wouldn't be making this video. I'd drop everything and go do it, because that's one of the best jobs in the world. Like, let's be honest. But, you know, being who I am and knowing how my life goes, knowing the experiences I have to really, you know, take a deep look at myself and know and keep it real with myself, just to know that what I have been doing hasn't been working. And maybe I'm not meant to live the same life others are living. I'm not meant to fall in line and be a part of the many one of employees, because it hasn't been working for me. It has never worked. I can't even pretend like it does work. And when I am in a corporation, I'm hanging on by a thread for some reason. It just doesn't work. And I'm a firm believer of what's meant for me does not pass me up. And when something is not meant for me, I am like ejected out that situation, that environment immediately. It does not work. And I just want to feel that sense of like spaciousness, that relaxation energy of like, yes, I finally found the thing where I feel 100% comfortable doing. I feel 100% confident doing. And for me, that is making YouTube videos. I love expressing myself. I love the community, the small community I built on here. I know I'm inconsistent. I know I could be better at this, but I love doing this, and nothing much has come of it. I only have a few subscribers who I love, but I love expressing myself. And I want to be so honest with myself. I love doing nothing. Like, I was not honest about this with myself until a little while ago, where I was like, you know what? Like, I'm having the time of my life, just like sitting on my couch, watching nature. Sometimes I have the time in my life, like going by a pond and just watching the ducks and just watching nature exist. And I'm like, I feel the most alive when I'm literally just like sitting at a coffee shop, just breathing, enjoying my drink, maybe something to eat. But it just fills me up with so much joy to just sit there, breathe, and enjoy the ambiance of all of the beauty that's around us.
Hi.
And I know I'm trying to figure out how to get paid from that, to be honest. And I know I'm not the only one. But some people like, you know, having actual like jobs where they can have a task to do and being in control and being the one that other people can depend on. I don't. I just want to exist, get all dolled up, look beautiful, take nice pictures. And I'm trying to figure out how to get paid to do that. But honestly, y'all, like, I have such this desire of moving to the Pacific Northwest and living in the woods. Like, I have such a deep desire for that right now. And I wanted to say, you know, I'm not having a pity party. I take full responsibility of me being rejected. And I can pinpoint, you know, some behaviors that I showed of which may have led to that rejection. But that's not my point, because I've met people who have not met certain criterias that were accepted into different organizations. And I was like, oh, wow, that really happened for you. You were accepted even though you didn't have X, Y, and Z, or you did this, this, and that. And they were like, yeah, somebody was able to like pull the strings for me behind the scenes. And that's great for them. But I'm saying, like, you know, if you're meant for an experience, whether you mess up or not, whether you have the best performance or not, it's going to happen if it's meant for you. So you get what I'm saying? So I had a great experience, you know, with auditioning or interviewing for different corporations. And I'm not just honing in on this one experience. This experience just kind of like triggered a recognition within me that I need to maybe go down a different path than to just keep doing what I'm doing and getting the same results, which they call insanity. So I'm really so thankful to have had this experience and have met the people I met along the way. And I'm excited to kind of, get real with myself of what would light me up in 5 years. How do I take steps toward the path that would give me more independence, more freedom, more lightness, more spaciousness, and just fill me up with joy? Let me know what you think. Have y'all had faced any rejection in life that made you think maybe you shouldn't go the traditional route of things? Let me know. I want to show y'all what I wore to the interview. I thought this was the perfect outfit, but it actually made me stand out more than I thought I would. Most people wore like two pieces, like pantsuit, black skirt suit. And the only people wearing color was like me in a blue dress and this guy who had on like this fire dark green pants. But yeah, I was trying to say I did stand out because I was the only one wearing color. Most of the people there had very conservative, typical interview, all black attire. And I was going to say, like, that made me stand out a lot more than I thought it would, wearing the blue dress. And I feel like I was paid more attention to. Now, for someone else, that could be a great thing. For me, I'm not perfect, so I feel like that worked against me in the interview, to be honest, because I feel like I was being watched because I did stand out more. And so I naturally just drew in more attention. And I don't think I did everything perfectly. And I do see places where I could have improved on for sure. So that's what I want to say about what I wore.